Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hockey Happy Hour. We are live from the BMW of Atlantic City Studios here in Mount Ephraim, New Jersey. I am Matt Tsutsuti. Right on over here is Mr. the Penguin Lover himself, Mikey Klankoff.
Hell yeah.
And on over there is the Darkwing Brian Daly, who's behind the board, who will join us on the couch here because he is a expert in hockey, as we all three of us are.
Hey, we know it.
Any internet search can conclusively prove that we are experts. And you can believe everything you see on the internet, by the way. So, this is the Hockey Happy Hour, live on a2dradio.com, brought to you by Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com.
Bingo.
All right, well, gentlemen. Right now, the Flyers are, of course, losing. Why the fuck is it? Why? Why do we always have to have...
It means it's going to be a good show, boys.
Why the fuck? Why the fuck does it always have to be when they're losing? Can we never have a show where they're fucking winning, like, ever? Like, I'm not asking much, am I? Am I asking too much to happen to be doing a show at the exact time that they're winning a hockey game? Like, is that too much to ask for the Stars to align for once?
Apparently it is.
I guess. Ugh, man.
Yeah, you still got 19 minutes left in this game, so.
I mean, okay, that's fine and all, but still, it's just like, I would like to enter a show and not immediately have to feel like I got to rip my hair out because...
You know what, though? At least this week we do have a game to talk about live going on,
This
unlike
is
last
true.
week where we didn't have a game.
This is true. That was kind of annoying because there was like no games on last Thursday. Was like 3 games that were going on, and they all ended too. By the time it was time to get the scoring out there, it's like, wow, that was phenomenal. The NHL did a great job on that Thursday evening on the schedule side of things. Fuck you, Bettman.
Yeah, and you know what though? The Flyers are giving it to them too. They're leading in every category in the game, including giveaways and takeaways.
It's just, I swear to God, like, they have the worst luck. Like, have you ever noticed that where it's just like they could be leading in all the categories that matter, and they're still losing the damn game? It's just like, I've never seen a team with worse luck at any point in time than these guys. And I'm saying that, and they have better luck than, they're supposed to have better luck than the New York Islanders. And yet, they're having worse luck than, what the hell is this?
Philly.
Shut up. Stop Philly.
Man, it's just.
I
don't know. I talked to this one kid I work with who's a huge Flyers fan.
Oh no! Please tell me he
like,
says something intelligent.
No. Well, yeah, because you would agree with him right now. I don't understand. This is what he says. I don't understand this team right now.
Yeah.
He goes, we lost 10 straight. We win 6. We lose 3. We won 4. Now we might be on another 2-game skid. So who are they? What is this team?
See, even they don't know. They clearly don't know. Like, seriously, how can you possibly know at this point in time? And the sad part of it is, I don't think we're going to get our answer this season. Really, I honestly don't think so, because we're just going to see this. And I hate that. Like, I mean, the second half hasn't happened yet. All right, fair point. It hasn't happened yet. We don't know yet 100% if it's going to be like this in the second half.
Yeah.
But by God, if it's anything like the first half with this back and forth bullshit, like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck? How the fuck are we supposed to win enough hockey games to get in on the wild card? Like, how? You can't do that. You cannot do this.
Flyers scored, actually.
Good. See? I finally call them out on their bullshit, and they finally respond. That's what I want.
Who you got? Who do you think?
I'm going to throw out...
Don't say a big name. I'm just going to give you that hint now.
All right. Give me a minute.
Give me TK. No? Damn.
Provy.
No. It's another P. Rookie.
Oh. It's,
Blanking.
Shit.
Nolan.
Oh, Nolan Patrick?
Nolan
Really?
Patrick.
Good for him.
Shit, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
His 3rd of the year.
God.
See, I told you there's still time, Maddie. Relax.
See, okay, I'm getting so angry I forgot Nolan Patrick. That's how angry I am right now. Like, it's just like, God damn it.
All right, you guys are still 3 points out of wild card contention.
Okay, yes, I get that and everything, and that's all fine and dandy. But let's talk about this for 2 seconds here, though. Inconsistency. I don't care how many games you're out, and I don't care how many points you're away from that final wildcard spot. You could be 1 point away, but you'll be that team like they missed the playoffs by 1 fucking point.
Think about it. If you were in Atlantic, both of us would be ranked 4th right now.
Probably.
No, we would be.
Yeah.
The Atlantic Division is just god-awful except for the top teams of Tampa Bay and Boston.
Please, just bring back the old system where the division leaders get the spots, and then it's the 6 after the, or the 5. Hold on.
5.
5 after.
3 divisions.
Sorry,
five
my math is terrible. So
I do kind of like this system, though. I mean, if you think about it, I mean,
it is nice.
It opens it up a little bit more for more division guys, and at the same time,
I get that, but at the same time,
you still have that dominance of the 2 top teams of each division that's going to beat her every year.
And
hey guys,
so
hey, what's up, man?
So you're not going to get those matchups.
When the hell did you get here?
a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know, of the top 2nd place team, you're not going to get that 4 or 5 matchup of, you know, a great playoff series. Instead, you're getting, you know, the 2-3, which is still a good series. But, you know, it's if we're looking at a team that right now Boston would be playing Toronto.
Right.
Yeah, it's just right now I would think Boston would blow their socks off.
You would think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Bruins right now are just I don't know where the hell they get this from. Like where the hell do they come from and where the fuck do they get off not going on a long trend of sucking? Like screw you guys. Screw you Boston. Fuck you. Take your Bruins and shove them up your ass. Like seriously.
All right,
Can you tell I don't like the Boston Bruins?
No, I hate them too, especially that weasel Marchand.
Who doesn't hate Boston? I mean, I think
can't
everybody
stand them.
hates Boston.
This is coming from a Ducks fan too, who has nothing to do with the Boston Bruins at all. And
So,
he
the
hates
Bruins.
them.
I hate the Bruins.
I like this comment real quick coming in on Facebook from Tom. Ha ha ha! Definitely the best hair in the business. So is that going towards me or is that going towards the ginger-haired Maddie?
That's a good point, actually. Who
You know,
who is that
it's
going
the
to?
battle
I
of
feel like
hair.
it's going towards you, Mikey.
No,
you
I don't-
said it the last couple weeks.
You know what? He did say I was the best-looking guy in the station. So
No, you know what? I
Well,
don't.
that's a lie right there. 'Cause the best looking
I
guy at the
mean,
station's right
He's
here.
it's a Penguins fan. Give him a minute. He likes
I
to
don't
stretch
know.
the truth a little bit every once in a blue moon.
I
But
don't know.
I don't know. He might be referencing Brian. Brian's got this awesome scruff going
I
on
do.
here.
I
on
have
the
a really
face,
nice
you
beard
know,
going
just
on right
saying,
now.
You know, he's got to grow a beard like this. You know, get that Viking going there.
Yeah, but
Skull.
you got to fill in a little bit right there.
That's all right. Well, this will come in time. I have Italian genes in me, so this will not
there
be.
you go.
This is not a factor.
1/8?
Trust me. No, actually, no, smart ass. It's 1/2. So
Oh,
there you
nice.
go.
There you go.
1/2. All right. Anyway, so the Flyers currently facing off Toronto Maple Leafs, getting closer to tying it up. Hopefully they can. And if they do have to take a loss, hopefully it's in OT, and they can at least sneak a point out of it.
That's all you could hope for.
That would be the best if you're going to lose. Hopefully they can get 2 points out of it because, well, they should.
They tied the game.
Awesome. There we go. See what happens.
See, you freaked out for nothing.
No.
You'll like
no,
this one.
There's a reason. Well, hold on. Before you give who scored, there's a reason. There's a method to
It's
the
okay.
madness.
I can't read that. My eyes aren't that good.
There's a method to the madness. If you get angry and you call them out, then they respond just to say fuck you right back to you. So there we go. I did what I needed to do.
Okay.
All right, now go on.
Who is it now? We're another guessing game. Who is it?
It's Mark Recchi. But anyway.
Eric Lindros. No, it can't be Lindros.
No.
No, you never know. I mean, he is in the building. Maybe he hopped
He
the
is.
skates on and
You know
he
what?
decided
So's Leclerc and Remberg. So
Yeah,
maybe it was a
yeah.
Legion of Doom line.
Yeah, maybe they
Could've been.
decided
Just for
to
old
go
times.
one more shift and they scored a goal. There you go.
Who would it have been? Who could it have been?
All right. So I'm gonna go big name or non-big name.
I'm not giving that one out.
All right,
That's going
fine.
to give it away.
All right, I'm gonna go with Simmons.
Yeah.
Nice. There we go. The Wayne
Short-handed
train.
cheese, though.
Who
And it was a
cares?
short. Who
Short-handed.
cares? You guys have the worst power play in the league. Who cares about a shorthanded goal?
Oh no, it's a big deal. I'm just saying, like, who cares how he got it? What matters is that he got it.
That's good though.
Yeah,
Because considering what you guys ranked 29th in the league.
I know.
like
I know.
that.
You
So
don't
that's,
have
that's
to
good
remember.
that you're
bottom
actually
five.
getting one back. So
It is great, though, to see finally some shorthanded goals. We get something good on the penalty kill, finally. Not, oh, guess what? The Flyers got scored on. They were on the penalty kill. Oh, whoop-de-fucking-do. They did it again.
All right, so let's jump into some of these comments coming in on Facebook Live. A lot of the comments here are coming off our poll question, which is, what's the poll question? Will the Philadelphia Flyers be able to go on another winning streak? I read it like 7 times before I came on air,
it's
too.
been-
This is
wait
the
a
worst
second.
part.
It's been a long day. Give them a break. It's
So
been a long day.
I've had a long couple months, but anyway, that's not hockey related. So we got Michael Klinkoff chiming in with yes, that the Flyers can go on another winning streak.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Tom Arnone saying yes. Ashley Hansen, Flyers win. I'm assuming she hasn't been watching much hockey lately. The Flyers have been winning a
because
lot.
if you have been, you would have known the Flyers have not only beaten teams like the New Jersey Devils, they've also beaten the Buffalo Sabres ain't anything to shake at, so fuck that.
Hey, they beat you.
A couple times. Sorry. Not sorry.
Hey, we lost 2-2, so we're just as guilty.
Hey, listen, if it makes you feel any better, the Anaheim Ducks at the beginning of the year gave Buffalo Sabres their first win.
Hey, that's a good feeling,
Okay,
guys.
That's not a good feeling.
I'm going to admit that is kind of a
That's
sin.
the worst.
That's a crime against humanity that you gave Buffalo their first win.
It's okay.
Honestly.
Usually in a Penguins game, you'll find a stat where, like, I remember Ryan Clough a couple years ago when he got traded over to New York. It was his first goal in 27 games. I'm like, great, and he had 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm like, come on.
I thought it was going to be a Pierre Maguire.
No, Pierre
stat there
Maguire
for
where
a
he was
second.
2 years old and he learned to skate before he walked, and I seen it with my own 2 eyes.
I do wish him a speedy recovery, though. He is, I believe he's been out of surgery for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
After being diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Yes.
So,
Oh, okay, yeah.
fast recovery wishes to him.
Yeah, they
I
did
can't
say-
stand him, but you
I
never want
know.
to see that happen to
They
anybody.
said he will be ready for the Olympics, so he'll be there at least.
that'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, so right now, 2-2, Flyers in third period with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Hopefully they can send Austin Matthews' boys home crying, and they can win on the night that they raise the banner of the one and only Mr. 88, Eric Lindros, who played with this man right on over here, but also, of course, was the captain of that awesome Legion of Doom team that went on one amazing run. Just a great period of time to be a Flyers fan. Just so many great memories made during that time period. Eric Lindros, the last superstar that the Flyers have had on the team. There's really no one who's been able to take that mantle away from him yet. I'm waiting for that guy. Like, don't get me wrong. Giroux's a great captain, and I do like him as the captain, but here's the problem. I don't think he's not on Eric Lindros level. Like, he's really great, though. He's really good, and I love what he can do.
That's what we were discussing before the show.
Yeah, but you have to be at a certain level. There's got to be a certain something you got going on there that can – because Eric Lindros single-handedly – everything was like borderline morose in Philadelphia for the Flyers at that time when he came into the team because the team was just terrible, last place, just worst team you could possibly imagine. And he came in and he single-handedly gave the Flyers a new sense of hope, a new sense of purpose. And when they put that team around him, damn, man, they did everything but win the cup. They just dominated for a long period of time.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm always, busting your chops and disputing the fact that, Eric Lindros, whether or not he should be in the Hall of Fame. The one thing he is definitely known for sure is what he has done for this organization in so many different ways. On the ice, off the ice, doesn't really matter. He has 290 goals in 8 years as a Philadelphia Flyer. I mean, it doesn't sound that great, but think about the stretch. He was always hurt. I don't think he ever played a full season. The closest he came was 81 games with the New York Rangers. I believe that was the last year as a Ranger. Imagine if he was fully healthy. Like, to me, he's not great, but he's good. He revamped what the power forward position is.
Yeah.
There's so many positive things that he did, for not only just for the organization, but for the sport in general. He deserves to have his number raised into the rafters tonight.
Oh, without a doubt. And it's like, we say the same thing about Lemieux, too. Think about if he actually got over that 1,000-game mark, what he could have been with everything from the cancer to back injuries, broken hand in the playoffs.
And it's actually kind of funny because I was watching the tribute earlier. That was his most favorite moment as a Flyer, was the moment when the Flyers home ice gave Mario Lemieux a standing ovation.
Oh, that was I think that's one of the greatest moments in Flyers history and people always talk about how classless and how much they don't like Philadelphia and everything. It's like, yeah, but these are the same fans that stood up and gave a standing ovation to Mario Lemieux. After everything that Lemieux had been through, him coming back and him making an unbelievable run, for me, that just speaks more than the bullshit that everybody likes to throw out.
It goes
there.
to show you that hockey came second that night.
Yeah.
And the health of another human being
and
was
also,
more important.
The game came second, and it didn't matter. And even though the Flyers won, even if the Flyers lost, you still would have to give an ovation to Mario Lemieux for everything that he did as a Penguin. He basically was the Wayne Gretzky of the East. There was nobody on his level. Nobody. Like, Lindros was not on his level. Like, even in Lindros' prime, he was not on Lemieux's level. And anyone
I think
who
he could have
tried-
been.
Could he have been? Yeah, if possible. But again, he too wound up suffering from the injury bug.
He like I
Crazy.
said,
It's a shame.
It didn't matter where he played. He never played a full season. And it's a shame because he very easily – I was watching some of his highlights earlier today just because. You also check out my new article that I wrote. You can check it out on a2d.com. It's a nice little tribute to Eric Lindros for his jersey retirement night. But he could have easily been a 1,500-point player.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. He won face-offs. He was not afraid to drop the gloves. And we're talking about that was an era when guys like Eric Lindros didn't defend himself.
Yep.
Other people were paid to protect him.
Well,
but he could protect himself.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That was that era. Mark Messier, Jaromir Jagr. Those guys didn't drop the gloves, but Eric Lindros would. And he also brought such a physical presence to the game that it was unmatched. You never saw that from a guy who could score goals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. To me, everything that they did, it was awesome. Mm-hmm. And it's just it's great to finally see Lindros. He gets his banner raised. And yeah, he did leave. And the best part is that finally all the bullshit that happened with him leaving the team, the controversy that surrounded it, at the time, you can see both sides of the issue. You know, like, obviously, you could see where Bobby Clark's coming from, where he's like, why the fuck are you trying to go get a second opinion when we told you you're all right? Because your job is to play hockey and win us games. And then from Eric Lindros' side of it, it's like, listen, I'm still not feeling well. I know I'm not feeling well. I want to get a second opinion. And the problem is, this all could have been avoided if we had known more about concussions at that time. And at the time, you didn't. And that's the sad part of it. If it hadn't been for the fact that they didn't know anything really about concussions at the time, this whole thing, that
wasn't a thing.
That would not have been a problem.
It wasn't a thing back then, but he is the reason why Bauer came out with the new helmets and the concussion. I can't even really say concussion resistant because they're not concussion resistant. It can still happen, but you don't have the hard foam in there anymore. You have the what's it called? It's not a hard foam, but it's.
No, I know
it's
what
a little bit
about.
softer.
I know what you're talking about. I mean, I have the Bauer
I can picture
helmet.
it, and it's in my hockey helmet, but I really don't know what it's called.
No, I don't know what it's called.
Well, I mean, though, after all of that, though, it's great, though, to see that finally all that shit is out of the way, water under the bridge, and now finally he was able to, he's welcome back in Philadelphia. He's been welcome back in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. It was great to see him play in the alumni game when the Winter Classic was in Philly. It was just great to see that after all the time that had been spent where Lindros was not around, and there was a lot of bad taste left in people's mouths because he left and he went to New York, and it definitely, and his career ended on a bit of a sour note because he just drifted away into obscurity. No one really, people forgot, oh yeah, Lindros, he was good like years ago. It's just like, again, that was from, concussion problems, his injuries problems. Also, not only that, too, he wasn't on the team that, I think he really wanted to be on.
I think he wanted to be in Philadelphia. I really do. I mean, he gets drafted number 1 overall in 91 to the Quebec Nordiques.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to get traded because he doesn't want to play for the Nordiques.
No, he didn't.
But he goes to Philadelphia and he says, okay, I can play in Philly.
I like it here.
Yeah. Goes to win the Calder in his rookie year in 1992. Really helps the Philadelphia Flyers form some kind of an identity in the 90s. Yep. He did so much. And the way it went down is – and I hear stories of how Bobby Clark and Eric Lindros broke up. I heard it's his dad got involved. It's concussion issues. It's player safety. Like, nobody really knows the truth except for Eric, his family, and Bobby Clark.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, let's say the reason they broke up was because his dad got involved. So he gets traded. Oh, I'm going to go play for somebody else.
Yeah.
Or my son is going to go play for somebody else. Eric might not have had any say in that when he was younger.
Yeah.
Because his dad was basically his agent.
Lonzo Ball and LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah.
He's the LeVar's
Like,
calling
his
all the
dad got
shots in
involved.
LA.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like his dad got involved and things got ugly. So it eventually got to the point where Bobby Clark was just like, "All right, well, give me a list of teams.
Yep.
We'll trade you as soon as we can." And we got some good players out of that deal too. I don't know if you remember who the Flyers got.
Actually, I don't.
So they got a middle round pick.
That's right.
They got Jan Hlavich.
Okay.
They got Kim Janssen.
Kim Janssen.
And Pavel Brendel.
There we go. That was the big one on the Pavel Brendel.
Pavel Brendel, who didn't really pan out.
No, but that was the thing that they were really hoping he would, and of course, like usual, he got Philadelphia-itis.
I was gonna say, like anybody in the Philadelphia organization, no.
Anybody in the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So,
what is it about Philly? Maybe it's the water or something.
gotta be.
It
There's
could
something.
be. I mean, there's got to
Something
be
in the air.
something.
water, it's something in the air.
Maybe it's that delicious
water.
Maybe it's that delicious smog you smell when you come into Philadelphia. You know,
Could be those cheesesteaks too.
Mm.
Those cheesesteaks will slow you down.
That's true. You eat too many of them.
Don't get me too
All
excited,
that grease.
I mean, right now Mikey's probably thinking about just having one at this point.
You know what's pretty funny? I stopped at Wawa and had a cheesesteak before I came here. Not even going to lie.
I totally did it.
I needed something, man. I coming right from class, so.
Yeah, Mike's saying, it was my cheat day anyway, so it don't matter. All right, so we got David Roska chiming in, as always, on the YouTube, saying, let's go Ducks, let's go Ducks, let's go Ducks. Our Anaheim Ducks won the champs chump.
Yep, he's calling you out.
Mikey, your
Go ahead,
response,
Dave.
sir.
Win.
See, now the Penguins right there, right in front of your very eyes.
It's all right, man.
We swept you. That's something we haven't done in a long time.
Yeah, usually Gibby gives up a lot of goals against us, and only 3 this year. So.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, first game was a 4-0 shellacking.
Yep.
And we'll just leave it at that. And this game, it was just
a
one period.
second period collapse by the Penguins that just ultimately couldn't put
It all
enough pucks in
started-
the net to,
And you know what's
get
funny?
the dub.
As soon as I turned the game on, I was like, oh, it's on NBCSN.
Yep.
Nice. I turn it on, right? And as soon as I turn it on, not even 45 seconds after I turn the game on, Raquel gets that first goal.
I
I'm
know.
Like, yes.
I saw your post. And
Yes.
you're like, I love
Woo!
him.
I
I'm
do
like,
love him.
"You
He's a good
bastard.
player.
You bastard.
And then who got the second goal? Who was it? Andre Kasha, I think, got the second goal.
I don't know, but it was literally a minute and a half after the first one. So
I was like, woohoo. Oh, no. It was Rico.
That's when I
Rico
turned it
got
off.
the second
Yes,
one
it was. It
because
was Henrique.
Jake
Yep.
Gensel pinned
Jari.
Jari to the other side
Yep,
of the
he
net.
couldn't get to the other. Yeah.
So, it kind of went downhill from there. And
Just
I was
gonna
going to
come
wear
back.
my Hampus home jersey tonight, but I didn't want to rub it in too much.
Dude, I don't care. You could do whatever you want.
So
Because I'll just come in with my jerseys that have the Stanley Cup patches on them.
I have an Anaheim Ducks jersey that has a Stanley Cup patch on it. Don't you worry about
It's a little
that.
outdated though, isn't it?
Might be.
I think I was in
might
middle
be.
school. No.
What was that? 2003. I was I was a
man.
junior in high
Okay.
school.
No, I was in elementary
I don't want to
school.
know.
Let's see. How old are you again, Mikey?
I feel so
22.
old.
22?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so I was in elementary school as well.
Oh man, I gotta get
Yeah,
some
no,
older
because
friends.
2003, I remember.
No, I'm wrong. I just started middle school.
It was the Rams and the
I still need to get
Patriots
some
in the
older
Super
friends.
Bowl.
I remember that Super Bowl. That was a good Super Bowl.
It was a good Super Bowl. I remember actually watching
What
the rest
Super
of the game
Bowl
at my
was this?
aunt's house.
What Super Bowl was this?
Patriots and Rams.
Yeah.
I believe it was that the year.
Vinatieri last second field
Yeah.
goal.
One of the 50 million ones that the New England Patriots put onto their
Yeah, pretty much.
That was the
game.
first one, actually.
Yeah, it was the first,
First
one. I
one.
did.
It was the
Jesus.
first one, and then they beat
Wow.
the Panthers the next year, and then they beat the Eagles the year after that.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not a good omen to bring that up, I don't think, right now in this town, considering the fact that the Eagles are currently going into an NFC Championship game.
Yeah, but they're not playing the Patriots yet.
Yeah.
Yet, I love how he threw
You
the
know what?
yet out there because he knows it's bound to happen in the AFC.
Can't count Jacksonville out, especially now
No.
with Brady and his supposedly hand injury, which it
Practice
looks like
today.
it could be a yeah, but he didn't
Oh,
participate.
But just imagine,
That's what
though,
they said.
if
He
Bra-
practiced today.
If
No,
Brady,
they said he didn't participate at all.
But here's something funny. If Brady actually plays the game and wins, you know what's going to happen Jacksonville's going to do? hand gate. They're going to be like, oh, he lied about his hand injury.
It's
That's a
right,
bunch
though,
of bullshit.
But
Like,
you know what, though?
You planned for him anyway.
Yeah. I was going to say, Fournette got rear-ended the other day, too, and I like the picture
Yeah,
that we
the meme
shared.
that we put up over there.
Belichick's in the car, like.
Big smile on his face.
Yep.
Yeah. We have some fun at the Patriots' expense. I love it.
All right.
You have
So, with that being said, diving into the Flyers. No real updates right now from the game just yet. But Flyers basically going, like we said, tied 2 apiece with the Toronto Maple Leafs at 8:29 right now. But the major key of this is for them to win because they do need to rebound. And the reason why they need to rebound is they kind of didn't do all that well in New York. When I say they didn't do well in New York, they were fucking terrible in New York.
King Henry kind of, he did his thing. He does what he does.
He's been putting on a lot of shows this year.
Yeah, he did his thing.
Final run?
I don't know. That's a tough question to say.
Okay. No. Just
he might go down as one of the best players that's never won a cup.
Possibly.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I think if he stays on the New York Rangers and he doesn't,
he won't win a cup there.
Here's the thing, though.
No.
We'll find out if it's his final run, if he does this, if at the trade deadline, if the Rangers aren't going to make it, or if the Rangers just don't have a legitimate chance of making a run, then he asks for a trade and he goes to a team that has a shot.
Yeah, I mean, I think they really do because if I'm not mistaken, I know McDonough's out right now.
Yeah, he is.
So, and they're doing all this without him, which is key. So, and their defense has been playing great.
It has been, yeah.
As of recent. So, I think they do have a legitimate chance, and they should go out and go get another piece. But what do I know?
I'm only an expert on A2D radio. You know what the fuck do I know?
But
it's funny. None of the experts really know.
No,
you don't know until it happens. You can speculate all you want,
but I mean, if I were them, they need to go get one more solid goal scorer. They have to.
The Rangers?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice third line guy.
Well, if that's the case, I hear lots of names out there. One specifically, and I would like to see his name attached to the Philadelphia Flyers, is Sam Reinhart. He's been put on the block by the Buffalo Sabres, and I would like to see.
Young too.
Right, 22 years old, just starting to come into it. He's a goal scorer. He can play the center. You can use him at wing. I think that's where he's been playing in Buffalo a lot lately. Last 2 seasons, 40+ points. Like I said, he's still young. He's 22 years old.
Yeah. I mean that is actually a very tempting idea.
It is, but here's the only way I won't do it is if the asking price is too high.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to play smart here, and the problem is with somebody like that, you may try and sell high on him. The only thing is though is that if you sell high on a player, you can usually get it to go down most of the time because like anything, like when you throw out something, you're obviously going to throw out, an offer that's crazy high. But then you can finagle something because you're like, well, okay, yeah, I see why you want to offer this for him, but how about if I offer you this in return and you just bring that down a little bit? You can do that if you're smart enough, you're crafty enough.
Absolutely. I mean, Pexel's already pulled a couple magic tricks in trades the last couple of years, so I wouldn't be surprised if he undersells to get Sam Reinhart or really anybody, but
if he gets Sam Reinhart, that would be the tits. Loved seeing him in a Flyers jersey.
Yeah, I mean he's a 3rd overall pick in I believe 2013.
Who?
Sam Reinhart. 2012, 2013.
Trying to remember the NHL games of when he was like a hot rookie kind of guy.
I'm thinking 2012.
22.
I'm thinking 2012.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking 2012.
Because I think this is his final year of his rookie contract because he didn't spend any time in the AHL.
Okay.
He was put right on the Sabres.
Oh, okay. So, no, it wouldn't be 2012.
So he'd be a restricted free agent after this year.
Yeah, because if you do the math, 3 years goes by. It was 2015, actually. Because if you do the math, he was on a rookie deal.
My math is terrible.
Yeah,
I need to get
that
some
means
rest.
2015 he was drafted.
I need to slow down. Everything I'm doing is terrible lately.
Just relax. Take a deep breath. There you go. Now there. Yes. Now stay asleep for the rest of the show.
All right, you're producing.
No, I'm not. No, I'm going to wake you up when we go to break. All right. So with that being said, Flyers rebounding, if they can rebound well, and so far for them coming back and tying up a game against the Toronto Maple Leafs, which is not an easy team to play. Don't care if they're building or they're not building. They're still a tough team to play because they have that offense. They'll just snap at you. It's like grabbing a freaking snake. Damn thing's just going to snap at you and freaking give you poison.
Yeah, their defense is just as good, and they got a great goaltender. I mean, I'm a little biased.
A little.
Just because, a certain somebody used to wear the different orange and black at one point in time.
With the webbed foot on the chest. Kind of similar to this one, but it looks better.
I never noticed that.
It is a webbed foot.
Neither.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what?
I never noticed that.
I noticed it a couple years ago. I'm like, oh, wait, that's a webbed foot. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it is. It is a duck's foot.
It is. Yeah.
Wow. You learn something every day. You know that?
The Wild uniform, like their logo,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you
is
never
a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bear
Yeah.
that has, if you see, he's got like the moon or the sun at the ear, and then it's like a valley of trees and forests and stuff like that, which I've always actually thought the Wild's logo was really cool. I always liked that logo.
So what's Colorado's foot? What is that supposed to be?
Oh, that's supposed to be for like Sasquatch, basically,
Okay.
because it's
Bigfoot.
the Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah, no, I figured that.
Adam
but
Foote played for the team. They needed something for him.
That too.
Foot.
But
Nah, I mean, it's just. I mean, I figured it was going to be something for that, but
Like the abominable.
the Abominable Snowman or Yeti or something
a Yeti.
like
That's
that.
better because I'm not going to be able to say the other one.
By the way, if I could choose a pet, that's like one of the top 5 things I would love to have is a Yeti.
Yeti?
A Yeti
Those
would be.
things stink.
What do you mean?
They
How
stink.
do you know a Yeti stinks? Like, have you had a Yeti as a pet at some point,
No,
Brian?
but I've smelled things working in the restaurant business that would make you think, I think that would be what a Yeti smells like.
That makes no sense. Like, what? Okay, please tell me. I'm sorry.
It's a
We're
very-
gonna get off topic now. Please
else
let
is
me
new?
know. Please inform me, educate me. What would a Yeti smell like? Please tell me what in the kitchen that you can find at your restaurant would there be that smells
Somebody
like a Yeti?
opens up a container of rotten eggs.
No, worse than that. I would
okay.
rather smell rotten egg. but-
Rotten milk?
No, it's like a guy who's like left chicken up for too long. Like in the heat, and it just gets disgusting, like for days.
so like raw
Smells
meat.
like
Right,
salmonella.
raw.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like you add like a little bit of dog to that, maybe like
Wet dog?
wet
Oh,
dog.
wet
yeah.
dog. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
gotcha.
I would imagine a Yeti would smell something like that.
Like
That's an
wet
interesting
dog.
comparison. I think that's hilarious. But that's all right,
Well, I'm
though.
glad you think it's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
I wonder
You
how
ju-
many people are
you just
laughing out there.
You just teach him to give himself a
dog.
shower, and then he's good to go.
Alright.
You know, that's what you do. You either that or you take him to a groomer, and then you charge, and then you bribe him to do a job.
This is for dogs. He's a very big dog.
Yeah, he's a rare breed. Just letting you know. You don't understand how long I've been tracking him down. Like a long time. Some say he didn't exist.
I proved them wrong.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
proved him wrong.
So, Flyers tied 2-2. They go in. They recovering from the New York Rangers loss. Now the other big thing too is that if you can manage to get a win here, boy, does that put more ammunition in the tank. Because guess who's coming to visit on Saturday?
Who?
The New Jersey Devils.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh,
I cheated. I saw.
Yeah, I know you saw.
you
Uh,
bastard.
That's all right. I'll give you a C because at least you got the answer right, even though you
Yes.
cheated. C is for cheap, but C's do get degrees, folks.
See,
Yeah.
New Jersey Devils coming in at
Mom, Dad, I don't go by that trend.
stop lying. Just stop it. Like
I'm not even sure what that means, but I'm just going to laugh at it
I'm
anyway.
pretty sure Papa and Mama Klankov know you're lying right now. Come on now. They know.
I'm a
They
good
know. Come on.
I'm a good student.
All right. So,
yeah, right.
yeah. All right. Tongue in cheek. I'm a great student, by the way. I'm like honor roll.
Yeah, right.
GPA is a 4.0. That's
Nah.
right. So the New Jersey Devils coming in at a 1 o'clock start. I really don't like the time. That's my one issue with this is that the time is at an afternoon game, and I hate afternoon games with the Flyers. They don't play well in the afternoon.
I love the afternoon games because those are the games I actually get to watch.
I mean, I wish I could get to watch them, but for different reasons outside of the station, I can't watch them half the time. But either way, the New Jersey Devils, in my opinion, I just don't like that start time. And the fact that the Devils lost 5-3, they lost ugly, too, against the Flyers. So, in my opinion, they're going to want to get a pound of flesh out of the Flyers in this game.
they want blood.
Yeah,
They
they're going to
blood
want
in
it.
this one.
So this is going to be a tough game for the Flyers on this one. However, if the Flyers get a win here against Toronto, establish their dominance on home turf, even if they lose an OTL, it's like, hey, listen, guess what? You still came back from down 2-0, and you still managed to get a point out of it.
Mm-hmm.
This Devils team, we still beat them 5-3. They ain't shit. Don't worry about them. Like, even if they're coming at you with fire, that's fine. We got ice. It's all okay. We're going to be fine, guys. Don't panic. Don't worry. Now, the game
Just
you got to
relax.
Now, guess what? On Sunday, it's a different fucking story. You want to know why? Because guess who we get to face on Sunday in their building?
Kill them.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously you'd say that. Unfortunately, Mikey,
So that must mean it's the Rangers.
No.
No.
No, you are dead wrong. It's
South.
another red, white, and blue team.
White and blue.
How are you blanking right now?
Go south.
Washington?
Yeah.
Yes. Like, how are you not how did you blank on that? Like, seriously.
It's late.
Well,
it's late.
there's not a lot of blue on their uniform.
It's still blue. It's still red, white,
Whatever.
and blue. Oh, my God. All right, fine. We're going to ski that past that. All right. Anyway.
I'm just going to sit in the corner.
Yeah,
and
sit in the corner. Damn, man. Come on.
Thank God we got him off camera.
You can still hear me, though.
That's right. Them ratings are just going to shoot right the fuck on up right now, man. All right. So,
Rude.
so we got Washington on Sunday, and that's a 12:30 start time. What the fuck?
Oh,
like,
man.
oh, my God.
You know why it's Sunday? Because of football.
Yeah. That's
No,
But
not,
that doesn't
not
matter.
even just
Yeah,
that.
no,
It's
it does
just
matter.
NBC has I don't know why on Sundays they schedule games at 12:30.
They've done
Yeah,
that.
They did it
do.
last week too.
They
They've
do,
been
but
doing that,
especially
yeah.
this weekend for football, I believe first game's at 4:30 and then the next one's 7:30.
That's the reason why NBC.
Or
that's
3:30
That's
and
probably
So
why
I
the
think
league.
3 and 6.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's why I think the league scheduled the game for now, because I guarantee you this game's going to be on NBC, and I guarantee you that's the reason why they put it at this early time, so that way they don't compete with the games.
which they're not going to.
Yeah,
they
it-
can't compete with the NFL.
No, not the especially
maybe this
championship
year.
weekend.
Maybe this year because the teams aren't as big as they normally are.
I don't know.
Only-
I mean,
only because of the quarterback
Flyers,
situation.
The Flyers are playing on Sunday, yes?
yeah,
Yes.
they're playing at 12:30 against the Washington Capitals.
Nobody's going to watch that game. Everybody's going to be getting ready for the Eagles in this area.
Exactly.
But that's the other reason why they wanted to try and get some people to watch.
Eagles are the second game though.
Yeah, they're the 6
They're
o'clock
they're
games.
six,
But
yeah.
that's the point. They want to get some people to watch.
Everybody's
and I think
gonna
that's
get
why
down
they
to the link
scheduled
early.
that, because that's the important thing. Like, if you could at least get a few people that didn't get a chance to go to the Eagles game, maybe you can get a few of them at the bars to watch the game and stuff like
Xfinity
that.
Live,
yeah,
yeah.
that's probably what they were aiming for, because they knew, like, well, it's championship
Yeah,
weekend.
you're
There's
not
no way in
competing.
hell we're
Nope.
competing with that. So,
Nope,
you
you're
know.
not, you're not going to compete.
Yeah,
at
make the
all with
intelligent move.
NFL
Put
right
it
now.
on at 12:30. It sucks for the Flyers because you do a 1 o'clock game against New Jersey, then you go 12:30 and you got to face Washington in their building. Oh, I hate afternoon games. I hate afternoon starts. They don't play well with the Flyers. This is not going to be a fun weekend. If they can manage to get a win here and put up a good fight against New Jersey, maybe they can get a win there. Against Washington, we are SOL. In my opinion, SOL against the Washington Capitals. I don't care how much Ovechkin likes to play the disappearing act and likes to be Houdini half the time.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, we are fucked against the Washington Capitals on Sunday. However, there's the silver lining. The silver lining is that you go to Detroit, and then you can pick on the Detroit Red Wings. All the frustration you faced against Washington, you can take out on the freaking Red Wings.
Hey, they just smoked the Blackhawks on last Sunday.
Yeah,
so.
but the Blackhawks have been struggling, man.
They actually have a
you
little
know.
bit. I'm sure their last 10 doesn't say it, but if they've lost 3 games, that's struggling for them.
I do like the deal where they got Anthony Duclair, though. That was a good deal.
I do
Yeah,
too.
smart move. Smart move on their
getting
part.
rid of panic.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Smart move on Chicago's part. Anyway,
Tommy just said overtime, so you're getting your point.
all right, there we go.
There's
Good.
1 point.
That's
I
what
could
we
s-
need.
I could see a dub in the near future. So
I mean, that's what we needed. We needed a point. We got it. All right, so we're gonna go to break.
maybe on the other side there'll be a Flyers victory. Who knows?
Hopefully, if not, then if you see me beating my head up against the table,
Well,
then you know what happened.
We'll know when we come through the next time. As soon as we open.
We'll find out soon.
I can
enough.
make that happen.
Oh, I'm sure you can, Brian. I'm sure you can. So,
We want it to happen.
yeah, I know you secretly just want. You're just secretly.
I
all
love
cheering.
pissed off Matty.
Yeah, you guys are secretly like, come on, Toronto, do it. I don't care if it's a little chip in off the side post. Please just score a goal. Please make Maddie pissed off. Anyway, when we come back, We'll dive into whether or not the Flyers won or lost this game, or if there was a tie. Probably won't be. And then we'll also give a live scoring update on what else is going on in the NHL. But first, I want to talk to you guys about Liberty Event Rentals. They're located at 2154 East Cambridge Street in Philadelphia, PA. You can give them a call at 267-314-7368. They got tables, chairs, tents, linens, anything for your party or event needs. For all the people out there who want to throw things for couples or for singles people, because it is Valentine's Day coming up in February, the month of love, you have an opportunity to do so. And you can also reach them online at www.libertyeventRentals.com. This is the Hockey Happy Hour on A2DRadio.com, and we'll be right back right after this.
Folks, Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located at 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
You're listening to the Hockey Happy Hour, only on A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
We did it! We beat them fucking Toronto Maple Leafs 3-2 in overtime. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hockey Happy Hour. We are live from the BMW Atlantic City Studios here in Manny from New Jersey. I am Matt Tsutsuti. This is Mikey Klankov. And behind the board, who will be joining us back on the couch in just a minute, is Mr. Brian Daly, the Darkwing himself.
Good, because it's warmer over there.
Yeah, that might be a good idea just for, comfort reasons.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You won't freeze your nuts off.
I'm
Anyway.
wearing layers, so we're good.
You're like an onion.
So, everything here brought to you by Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located at 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com.
Well, that was unexpected.
Ow.
I had to do it. Throw it in Mikey's face because you know what he wanted. He wanted the Flyers to lose so bad. Like, he was thinking, like, come on, win Toronto. I want to see Matty get pissed off. Well, guess what? That shit ain't happening. Well, it probably will. Give me a minute. I'll get pissed off about something, though, at some point, somewhere down the line. Just say something that's just out of the blue about Gary Bettman being a fucking dick, and then there you go. That'll pretty much set it
Gary
off.
Bettman's a genius.
Or that the Flyers haven't won a cup in over 40 years.
Shut up. Shut up.
Hey, they were the first expansion team to win it.
They were, and very quickly.
Yeah.
They also were the first team to win a Stanley Cup in a Stanley Cup series with 2 expansion teams in the series. So they made history 2 times.
Oh, yeah, they did. Who did they play? They played
The Buffalo Sabres.
Yes. Wait, I thought – oh, maybe the Islanders was the second one.
The Islanders they did not beat. They lost to the Islanders.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
1980 with the infamous mistake where What's-His-Nuts was offsides. And
What's-His-Nuts?
And they scored
That's how
the
Maddie
goal.
likes to remember people.
What's his nuts?
What's his nuts?
What was his nuts again?
So, with that being said, hopefully everybody's regrouped and is here to celebrate. What, we're just going to...
I'm just laughing at you.
Oh, okay. Well, no surprise. You do this all the time. So there you go. All right. Well, stop laughing at me.
I make myself
It
laugh.
hurts me. It hurts my
Red
feelings.
makes me poop.
I'm gonna go post something bad on social medias because it hurt my feelings.
No, you're not. Stop it.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I
Stop being a girl.
No, because you see, unlike other millennials, I don't act like a little bitch. So there you go.
Well played.
So
Well played.
with that being said, the Flyers getting their win against the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is absolutely important. Rebound from a tough loss against the New York Rangers. Now you can welcome the New Jersey Devils for a 1 o'clock start, and you can say, all right, motherfuckers, what you got for us? You think you got what it takes to beat us? Come prove it. We'll see what you got.
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it.
We're talking about the Devils, right? Prove it, Devils? Or
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure. We're talking about the Devils. Did you know we're talking about the Devils?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah.
Just double checking there.
Yeah,
'cause
we
you
want
never
the
know.
Devils to prove who they really are.
Well, yeah.
I say the Brat has a game winner.
You say that who has a game winner?
Jesper Bratt.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Brat.
God.
Listen, I love that kid. He is so good. He really
think-
is. He's got a wicked shot.
When I went to the opener, I think he had a goal.
Probably did. I feel like he
Brat.
scores just like I feel like he
I wanted
scores
to get
like
his
every other
jersey
day.
just because his name's the Brat. I mean, why not?
Jesper Bratt, man. Devils needed him bad.
Yeah.
Did bring a little spark.
Yeah, and here's me hoping that the Devils were just going to, fucking not do intelligent things because, that would make them
That's what they do best.
the league much faster because they shouldn't even be in the league to begin with, but oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Sure, our lovely state needs a hockey team.
Well, it's such a lovely state New Jersey is. You know that, right?
Well, we got a new governor, so we're good. But that's all I'm going to say on that.
That ain't going to change much. We're still going to be corrupt.
So they say. So, yeah, you're probably right, though. You're probably right.
Doesn't matter.
But
All right, enough politics. Let's
all
talk
right,
some goddamn hockey.
All right, Coots with the big OT winner for the Flyers. Damn, man, this kid is on fire. It's official, man. I think he's finally, after all this time and after all the debate and after all the wondering, finally, we're seeing it. We are finally seeing it. It took forever. But Coots is finally making shit happen.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the funny thing about Coots. He was drafted and he made the roster out of
He did.
off the draft.
He did.
So it seems like he's taken longer to develop, but he took the same amount of time. He's only 24 years old, so he should be hitting his prime right now.
This is true. But all the more to it that now he's finally starting to tap into it. Finally, we're starting to see the results of that draft. Finally, the return on investment is starting to show itself. Because we did give up Jeff Carter for him. So that's kind of important that we get a return on investment.
No, absolutely. Sometimes it takes a little longer than others, but it's
worked out.
See, yeah, he's
It's worked
gonna.
out.
Odds are that he's gonna
Finally.
hit 30.
Finally.
We shouldn't say it's worked out the whole time, but it's
No.
finally
Finally.
No,
out because
he's finally found
it's
his
getting
scoring
that
touch.
stride. you
Right,
know?
he finally found a scoring touch. He's always been good on the defensive side of the puck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. His two-way play's always been phenomenal.
And his face-offs, he's a really good face-off guy.
He's already passed his career high, and he's just growing. He's
Yeah.
going to finish the year with 40-plus goals.
No, I think he's going to get like 30,
He's already at 26, and we're just at the halfway point.
I'm gonna say he's gonna fizzle out, but he's gonna finish just short of 35 goals.
Just short of 35?
I'm going to say he breaks 30. And
He's
then-
definitely breaking 30.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
going to say he breaks 30. I'm going to say by then that's when he'll fizzle out. I don't necessarily make 35, but I think 30 is definitely going to be that.
I'll go out on a limb. I'll say 41.
Wow. That's a huge limb right there to go out on. I like that. I like that.
But can he?
They're feeding
do it.
him. That's the thing. They're feeding him.
This is
And
true.
that's good. And the one thing that I
like.
like about that he's been
Power
doing
play
this year,
is going to him.
It is true. That is going to him.
he's taking the shot. He's not passing the puck anymore.
Yep.
And what's going to happen when you shoot the puck?
You're
going to
gonna-
score goals.
Yeah, I mean, what's the one thing you can't score on when you don't take a shot?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you
That's
never
a
know.
famous line from Eddie Olczyk.
That's actually a famous line from the great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yep.
And that's true. Like, you have to take those shots.
My
Have
father
to.
always told me. He says it all the time in NHL.
My mama always told me life was like a box of chocolates.
I was watching that movie this morning, actually. Well, not this morning, when I came home from work.
Well, there you go.
Solid.
So basically,
Classic.
Wayne Gretzky is the Forrest Gump of hockey. Great things just happened to him.
Bubba.
I don't know if I'm touching that one.
So Yari Curry's his Bubba, and then I guess that makes Mark Messier his Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. We're getting a little too in depth on this one.
What? We're going into figuring out, you know, if Forrest Gump was, you know, of hockey, is Wayne Gretzky the Forrest Gump? Is Mark Messier the Lieutenant Dan? Although he would look like the mean drunk kind of type. So,
But
know
you can
what?
make that. You can make that argument for Yari Curry though to be Lieutenant Dan,
I mean, that's
or
true.
even Grant Fuhr.
True, but here's the thing, though. I would say it has to be. I don't know. Grant Fuhrer is probably going to be Sally Field. He'll be the mom. he'll be Mama. But I would
That's
say.
a shame. Although I do love Sally Fields as an actress. She's really good.
She is, but I will say I'm going to say it has.
Stop it.
Yari Curry has to be Bubba. He has to be because that was like Forrest's best friend. That was kind of Wayne's best buddy. You know, Yari, Wayne. They kind of had that partnership going on. They were Bubba Gum Shrimp before Bubba Gum Shrimp existed.
That's true.
They
All
were
right,
just-
I'll give you that one.
they were
Fair
just-
argument.
They were doing Bubba Gump on the ice though before it was the thing.
Lieutenant
Fair
Dan, you
argument.
ain't got no legs.
Lieutenant Dan, you got yourself some legs.
All right, so right now, give an update on the scores going around the NHL. Currently, right now, in a shootout is the Arizona Coyotes and the Nashville Predators. I'm going to keep that one on.
Who's in net?
live.
Is it Saros?
Let me
Saros has
take
been pretty
a
hot
look.
lately.
Who is in net for these two teams right now?
Saros had the shutout against the Golden Knights.
Was
Damn.
it Kevin Fiala was in the penalty box?
I'm just checking to see who is in goal for these two teams. There we go.
Craig Smith.
Craig Smith and
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
no, those are goals. Those are goals.
Oh, yeah. I got fooled by that.
Damn
too.
it, NHL! Could you at least have something that reads better? God, you can't ask them to do a damn thing.
So Craig Smith had a goal.
Craig.
There we go. Now we're gonna get the positions here. Jesus, could they make this any more annoying if they tried to with this game center? God damn it! God damn it, NHL! Make something more easy. Jesus.
I think I'm going to try and
Yeah,
and
please.
do this
Just
for you.
just do that for me. I'm going to do a rundown. Okay, it's over. It's
Oh,
over.
the Preds
Nashville won. Nashville won. Nashville won 3-2 over the Arizona Coyotes. So the Coyotes are now 10. They were 10-28-9 going into this. Now they are 10-29-9. Or no, 10-28 and 10. So, hey, they got 10s
Well,
at the
10
end.
overtime
Yeah.
losses, though. That's pretty freaking good.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
For
about it.
a grand total of 30 points on the season now.
Good God, like they're not. I don't know. Are they going to beat the worst? No, I don't think they're going to beat the worst record in NHL because I don't even think that broke double digits. So,
Arena for Nashville.
no surprise
Oh, okay.
there. And who was in goal for the Arizona Coyotes?
Antti Ranta.
N.T. Runta,
Okay.
the former
Okay.
Chicago Blackhawk
And Ranger.
and Ranger, and now losing Coyotes goalie.
What a shame. I bet you Duclair's happy, though.
Probably.
He's like, thank God.
Yeah,
Considering he's
God.
the one that requested
I'm-
the trade, absolutely.
I'm not on this shitty team.
Oh, I don't have to
anymore.
deal with them
Yes.
anymore.
I don't have to
I went
anymore.
from worst to first. I mean, this
Yeah,
is
there you
great.
go. Yes. See, this is what it's like being an age. All I got to do is bitch and moan and request a trade, and all good things can happen to you.
Good for the
Not
kid.
always. Unfortunately, not always.
So, meanwhile, games that are going on is currently the San Jose Sharks and the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche are smoking the Sharks right now with only 16 shots on goal, by the way. In the third period, 19:59 right now left. 4-1. The Colorado Avalanche are leading
Go Colorado.
the San Jose Sharks. The Pittsburgh Penguins are 1-0 on the Los Angeles Kings.
Tell me the shots, though. Tell me the shots.
3 shots on goal. And Patrick Hornqvist scored his 14th goal with 43 seconds into the game.
But how many do the Kings have?
The Kings have 11 shots and have not managed to beat, I guess it's Murray in net tonight.
What's the one thing I always say?
Well,
it's
no,
not
it's not
about
Murray. Murray's taking leave because of the death of his father. So
well,
that's
that's actually
unfortunate.
thoughts
Yeah.
and condolences out to Matt Murray. So
yeah,
who
definitely.
is the backup
it's,
goalie?
Tristan Jarry, and
Jarry,
then
okay.
there's what's his name?
Michael Layton.
No,
No, he's still hurt, I think.
It's what's
That
his
would be
name?
so funny.
Casey DeSmith.
Now, you know what you should do? You should have Michael Layton in net the next time you play the Flyers.
No.
Just, that
Flyers
would
know how to shoot on him. Flyers know how to shoot on him. Just go 5-hole. He can't say that.
Yeah, Patrick Kane knows that very fucking well.
Oh yeah, I mean
that
it
was
was
just
a
a
smart,
very well-played
It was a
shot.
smart move by Sullivan too to play Tristan Jarry against them the last time we played the Flyers too.
Well,
yeah, so that Murray didn't get hurt again.
Well, because you guys try to take him out every fucking game.
And we actually accomplished this.
You
every
did,
time.
yeah.
Just about.
Braden Shen right before the
my
playoffs,
God,
and then you have fucking forecheck
that's
ramming
so
right into
great.
him during the game.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's, you know.
We accomplish hurting Matt Murray every time we face the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is the
Maybe that's why
greatest thing.
Sullivan's in the starting. He's like, I know they're gonna hit him. I just know it.
It's not my fault your goalie has glass bones. That is not my fault.
All right,
Just
so
saying.
jumping back to this Penguins game real quick. You know, I say that I feel like I say this every week. I feel like I'm a broken record about it, but it doesn't matter the quantity of shots it takes. All that matters is the quality.
It wasn't even a quality shot. He just slung it. Me and Maddie watched the video.
it
He
wasn't.
just slung it to the
It
net, and he just
wasn't.
couldn't close his
Doug,
legs quick
you
enough.
want to know what Johnny Quick was doing? Johnny Quick literally came out of his crease like Lottie fucking da, and probably did not even think Hornqvist was going to shoot it. And he just reacted like, oh, shit.
He's like, oh, fuck.
Like, seriously, that was his reaction to the goal. Like, literally, I think Quick forgot he was the goalie for like 2 seconds there. What do I do again? Oh, yeah, I'm the goalie.
Yep.
All right.
Was that supposed to go there? I don't think that's supposed to
Hey,
go there.
was that black thing that's like made of rubber? Was that supposed to go between my legs? Right, it's like a football, right? I'm snapping it. No, I'm not. Oh, okay.
Wait, somebody get my agent on the phone. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Why am I out here?
Hey, coach. What's my position again? I forget.
You know what's fun? It's probably the water boy. He's probably got dressed up. Jonathan Quick probably had to go take a poo.
Now who? I believe it was the Hurricanes. Wasn't there like equipment manager, like the third goalie or something?
Oh yeah, he had to be the emergency backup.
Yeah.
because
that's
he had to
right.
get dressed up.
Oh my
That's-
god,
yeah.
that's funny.
But
as
you'd be
hell.
surprised how often that happens. It's happened in St. Louis, Chicago, Carolina. It happened for the Flyers once.
Well, yeah,
you
that
have
did,
these guys
yeah.
that have experience that, you know, you sign them real quick, be like, hey, 1-day contract, and you know they have to suit up for one game. They never see the time, but they sign up just in
you
case.
know, the one guy who was the Chicago Blackhawk for a day, who was actually from the Philly area.
yeah,
which was
he actually
hilarious.
he was in training camp for the Flyers at one point, and the Flyers cut him.
Yeah, and he actually has the Temple Owl goalie
Yeah.
mask.
Yeah,
Which was,
because he played goalie at Temple.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But
But
his name though.
I forget his name too. But somewhere David Navo had to have been just like, you know, shitting bricks of how proud he was of a Temple ice hockey player making a 1-day contract on the Chicago Blackhawks.
There's a name drop I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, from the A2D history. If you want to, we don't have an on-demand service, but we have YouTube. So feel free to go back and explore if you want to. I wouldn't recommend, but still.
Serenian friends.
Any day, right?
Yeah.
If you want to hear rap music, right? I guess okay, rap music. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not a rap fan, so I can't really tell you what's good or bad about it. Anyway.
Keeping the mouth closed.
Just because, you know them. So, so
I wouldn't
all
even say
right.
that anymore.
Oh, that's personal stuff. We'll leave that alone. So, unfortunately, this win, gets a little bit of pin taken out of it. And the reason why it does is because the motherfucking Devils, they had to do it. They had to beat the Washington Capitals in overtime. The fuckers couldn't win anything for like the longest time. They even lost to the Flyers. And the bastards go and beat the Washington Capitals, making no sense whatsoever.
How the fuck does Miles Woods have 12 goals this year?
I don't know. Like, literally, I don't freaking know. I don't know what's happening with this New Jersey team. Just magically out of nowhere, they have offense
Drew Stafford,
coming out
who
of
couldn't
nowhere.
even buy a goal last year, has 7.
I know! On the freaking Buffalo Sabres, he couldn't get shit. And now all of a sudden he's got 7 goals.
Taylor Hall doing what he does.
Well, yeah, that's
17 goals on the year for him.
That's actually a lot less than what he probably should have by this time. Like,
Brett
let's be
Connolly's
honest
having
here.
a good year too.
Yeah, Brett Connolly.
Connolly,
Holy shit, Brett
12
Connolly
goals on
came
the
to
year.
play. He had 2 tonight. Jesus.
I think he's 3rd on the Capitals in goals.
Jesus, Brett Connolly came to play.
It's all
I'll tell you
Ovechkin.
who's number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Who could
Number
that
1
be?
and number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who
Because,
the
you know,
hell
he
that
only
could be.
leads in stats called goals.
Nothing
Never
else.
assists.
Nothing else. It's like 52 goals, 22 assists. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, he's scored
He's
70 goals
a
this
team
year.
player, though, guys. Don't worry. He's best team player out there.
Even though he
That's
doesn't-
why he's won like five cups already, right?
And why he's 32 years old and has 600 goals
I
already.
wish we had a watch.
And about 600
God,
gray hairs,
we
too.
need. You know what you and me need to do, Brian?
He's
And-
not
and we
32. I'm sold on
Yeah,
it.
you know what we need to do, Brian? We need to make this a homework assignment, and we cannot tell him.
I don't-
We have to go find a Washington Capitals fan and have him on the show.
Eric
we
Zamborski.
have to do that. We have to do this.
His name was Eric Zamborski.
That's the Capitals fan?
No, that was the emergency backup goalie we were talking about.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you. But seriously, though, we need to make that a homework assignment. We got to go find a Washington Capitals fan, become buds with him, and then we have to have him on the show right next to Mikey.
I'm already there. I could just give her a call because she can be here in like 10 minutes.
Good. Then there we go. Problem solved. Mikey, how would you like to feel about talking to a Washington Capitals fan right now?
I mean, I have everything against them.
To be fair, she could probably school some of us.
She probably could.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not-
then that's the
not
perfect
taking
part. Then
anything
that's
away
what we
from that.
need. Then that's what we need.
Although she might punch you in the face.
I could just go.
So we got 1,
Got
2,
them all. The
3,
whole hand's
4,
filled over here.
5.
Okay, now stop showing off. Stop
Or maybe
being,
we
The
can
whole
go
hand's
1,
filled.
Okay, stop
3.
being a dick. Okay, please.
I'm
stop,
just saying.
Stop.
At least,
okay?
I'm just
hey,
saying.
listen, I
Yeah.
got 1, so at least I can do this.
2.
Listen, there's
Oh.
3 in my
Yeah.
lifetime. If I was born 5 years earlier, I would have been able to see them all. So,
But you weren't.
but I wasn't.
No, well, it is what it is.
I
Which
got
is
to see 'em
fine.
all.
I mean, let's
Which is fine.
Let's define C though, because I mean,
I got
don't
to see
think
'em
you
all.
would have.
No, I wouldn't
Yeah,
have. Yeah.
But anyway, so with that, unfortunately, the Devils beat the fucking Capitals. Although this might actually play into our hands if we can beat the Devils and then beat Washington if they're on a downturn. But I highly doubt it. It'll be where we beat the Devils and we lose to the Capitals. That's probably what's going to happen. But anyway. Boston Bruins, god damn it, they had to do it too. The Bruins smoked the New York Islanders 5-2.
I mean, it helps us.
It does help us, but still, I just hate seeing the Bruins
Yeah,
win
so do I.
anything.
Yeah, but the Bruins, you got to give the Bruins credit here. They're a team that's still getting older, but they're still winning
Well,
hockey games.
here's the highlight of this. Patrice Bergeron had a hat trick.
That is a highlight.
At least
I
it
love
wasn't
him.
Marchand. Fucking weasel.
I love Patrice Bergeron. I love everything that he stands for as a professional hockey player.
I
He's
just
such a
can't
classy
ever-
dude.
Can't ever like Marchand.
Never.
I just can't like anything of the Boston Bruins, period.
Jordan
Because
Eberle has scored for the Islanders
he
as long
did.
as
He's 15th.
JT.
John Tavares is 25, which is no surprise. That's usually what he's on pace for by this point in time.
Speaking of Jonathan Tavares, can we bring up, is he staying in New York or is he going to Toronto? Or does he wind up elsewhere?
Here's the thing, though. It depends, I guess, on how the Islanders fare, really. I mean,
I don't think they would move him this year, but
Well, his contract's up at the end of the year.
oh, is it? Okay,
that's the
so
thing.
maybe they will.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. The
They
Islanders
could get
the
resources and trade him now. Hope that he could win something, get him back next year.
I don't think it's necessarily anything that they're going to – I don't think they're going to get him back if they let him go.
No,
to be completely honest
If he
with you.
goes to a winner, he's not leaving. He's
Especially if he wants to
not.
go-
Yeah,
winds
but
up-
you know what though? The contract he's going to want. The thing is, the other team's going to take a big cap hit.
True, but there's teams that have the space for it. Now, here's an idea. Colorado. Think about
He's
that.
not being linked to Colorado, but Colorado could be a good opportunity for him.
I mean,
I think they could have.
they got
definitely.
plenty of cap space.
Colorado's killing it.
They are, and they got cap space, so they could eat a big contract right now and take a veteran leader, put him on a young buck team that's actually over.
Right, and that's kind of why I'm saying Toronto at the moment.
Yeah.
There's nobody locked into long-term deals on that roster right now.
Yeah, Colorado is one of those young teams that are finally getting it going.
Plus, also, if he ever did want to consider going back to New York, there's no bad blood because he's not going to a team in the East. He's going to a team to the West.
Yeah, true.
So,
and the Islanders, I don't think, especially if they were to lose him, they're definitely not shaped up to win anything.
So. No, if they lose
not
him,
this year.
I mean,
they're playing.
They were looking good.
They're playing
were.
borderline.
Looking very
Keyword
good.
is were.
Yeah.
I mean, they started off the season really good, and now they're playing borderline 500 hockey.
Yeah.
Which is their common habit. At one time, they broke it and they made the playoffs.
Sorry, Frank.
And then they also managed to win their first playoff series since '93, only to lose abruptly in the next round. But anyway.
Wow.
All right. And the Flyers, of course, beating the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-2. Had to say it one more time. In overtime. And back on to the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Dallas Stars. This one also went to a shootout. And
Overtime seems to be a theme tonight.
It has been. And the Blue Jackets get the win against the Dallas Stars. So the Stars take an overtime loss. The Blue Jackets take yet another win. Like they need it. But they get it nonetheless. And
Alexander Radulov showing why they signed him in Dallas.
And
18 goals on the year.
And Jason Schroeder.
I
getting
always
a
like
goal.
Radulov a lot.
Schroeder getting his first on that one.
Corpusalo getting a win.
Wow, Corpusalo.
Just being called back up.
There you go. Corpusalo getting one. Ben Bishop taking a loss on this one. You think Ben Bishop's regretting his decision going to Dallas?
Now?
No, I didn't think so.
No,
Yeah.
he's a pure starter.
Not at all.
I was throwing it out there just to be funny on that.
There's two reasons. One, he got the contract he wanted.
He did.
Because he wasn't going to get in Tampa Bay because Andrei Vasilevsky was
What is
on
it,
the up and
4 year,
up.
$20 million or something?
6 year.
6 year, okay.
Phew.
And then he goes to L.A. on a rental. You know L.A.'s not re-signing him because he wants to start.
Yeah.
He's not going to sit behind Jonathan Quick. And you're not platooning Jonathan Quick.
No, because why would you be stupid like that?
So now you trade him to a team that needs a starter like Dallas, and Dallas's season from last year is complete 180. I believe they're 26 and 17.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, Dallas,
winning hockey club again.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. He single-handedly turned that team around. I mean,
I wouldn't say single-handedly. I mean, they made some really good moves to bring guys back.
They did, but
and bring key additions in. But for the most part, yeah. Absolutely. He's been a big part of why that team is starting to win again.
Because once you have that goalie who's just that solid, he's going to snag you wins. He's going to be able to steal some, and that's what Ben Bishop is capable of, and he does it all the time.
Well, yeah, and the whole reason behind him going to the Kings was to back up, obviously, Quick, but because of all of Quick's injury concerns. I mean, he's been injured at least 2 or 3 times per season for the last couple of years.
Well, yeah, and that was the
and
big.
It's all been the same thing. It's all been groin or knee.
Yeah.
Which is again one of those things. If you're wondering, is he like? I say this more. Is he like properly like keeping himself in shape in the off season? Because that's what that sounds like to me. Like he's not doing his due diligence to stay flexible and keep agile enough, or just keep in shape enough to be able to stay healthy for the season. I don't know.
It could be.
That's. I'm a little suspicious of that because if it keeps being his groin area, it's just like, well, then is he not like properly getting himself ready for the season and the
groins
off?
suck, man.
Because that's
especially for hockey players because that's 100% what they rely on.
Yeah, because that's my wondering is just like, dude, are you not staying in shape? Are you just like ordering one too many pizzas and having one too many like enjoying the fine cuisines of Los Angeles on the strip?
It's possible
like,
that maybe he's getting himself a little too limber, and when he goes to make a save,
that's true.
It tears a little bit easier.
That's true. That's a possibility
maybe
as well.
Russian back.
Russian back. It could be a number of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. It's just weird. It's weird because it's like he's not old, so it's like why are you having all these groin problems like that? And he had no previous history.
I can tell
with
you
it
now,
either.
my groins are bad from playing football. I mean, I was.
Mine aren't the best. I work in.
Oh man, it's.
Well,
it
yeah,
sucks.
but here, I mean, I get that, but not as much contact on it as would be football. But still, I get what you're saying, though. But anyway, so Dallas taking the loss to Columbus. And now the New York Rangers up against the Buffalo Sabres with their wonderful record of 11-25-9. The Sabres add to their losing side of it as they lose 4-3, but this was a close game against the New York Rangers. What is happening with the Rangers? They're having a very weird year.
You know what, though? They still got the W.
So. They still got the W.
They did, but it's a very strange year for them.
I feel like they're doing what the Flyers always do, and that's playing down to opponents or playing up to opponents. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, obviously you're going to get a little more amped up for certain games, but you're playing the Sabres, not really putting your best effort out there. I mean, they only won 11 games.
Don't.
True. That is true. So, I mean, the Rangers winning 4-3. Rick Nash got 2 goals out of this, getting to lucky number 13, which, again, you would think Rick Nash would have more. It's weird. He's had a very strange
Ever
career
since he
in New
left
York.
Columbus,
Yeah.
It's just hasn't been the same.
He has not been the same player. He's
it-
probably regretting leaving Columbus now, the way that team is built.
And the worst part of it, too, is that New York, they got to the Stanley Cup Finals and they lost.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, shit, man. He's got to be thinking, fuck, I missed the boat on my old team, like, big time. I know I stayed on it for a
the
while.
thing.
But
Did he, though?
No, because they haven't really gotten anywhere, but it's just the fact that they're younger, they're quicker, they're a lot better. They got a secure goaltender. It's just
Defense is good.
But that's the thing
But
about the Rangers.
He would have had to play with John Tortorella regardless.
Yeah.
So,
True.
I mean,
But
to me, I just feel like the Rangers right now are more based on defense.
Yeah.
Obviously they scored 4 goals
despite
tonight.
4 goals, yeah.
But I think they're more of a defensive-minded team, and Nash doesn't really get to show his offensive explosion like he would have in Columbus. I mean, then again, too, when he was with Columbus, he was really their only goal scorer. But
and he was with Jake Voracek at that time.
True.
And those were the only 2 major players on that team at the moment.
forgot Voracek was there.
For a good minute.
Yeah.
He was on their team. He's actually on the first team that made the postseason with Rick Nash, because that was when they really did well, but they barely made it on an 8th seed, and they got crushed by the Detroit Red Wings.
I mean, the one thing I like about Lane Vigneault as a head coach is he does like to play a balanced game, but with a little more focus on defense. But if you look at that Rangers roster, there's a bunch of goal scorers on that team, and the fact that Rick Nash only has 13 so far
Speaks volumes.
It does. I mean, he's also getting up there in age too. I believe he's
True.
a couple years older than I am. So he's pushing it.
That is true. I mean, the thing though is, you know what that does say though is that we could take a look at his contract length, because I guarantee you, if the Rangers, by the end of his contract, I guarantee you, if he doesn't,
He's a year older than me.
Gotcha. So if he doesn't see too much promise in the Rangers anymore, and with the way the Rangers have been struggling over these last couple of years, especially in terms of playoffs, I could very much see Rick Nash wanting a trade and wanting to go to a team that has potential of winning a cup.
Well, I believe he has a no movement clause in his contract.
For
but I'm
now,
looking up
but
his
he can
contract
waive
right
it.
now.
He can waive it if he wants to. It depends.
But I'm looking up his contract now. And he has.
It depends on.
He's a free agent after this year.
Oh,
okay.
Wow! So we might actually see him. If
Is it restricted or UFA?
UFA.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's way past restricted.
So you know what? Watch if he waives his no movement clause. So keep an eye on that. If you're a Rangers fan, no.
No, he
He
would
does.
never go there. No way.
He has a full no movement clause.
Okay.
So he would have to obviously say, yeah, I want to trade. But, I mean, the Rangers, they're a playoff team. I don't see him going anywhere.
They are, but that's the thing, though. Nash, do you think he, just because of age factor, do you think that he might want to say, you know what, this team, as good as they are, they're not at the level of a team like Washington or a team like Pittsburgh, and I feel like unless they're at that level, they're not going to get the job done in the East. So maybe I just go somewhere else. You got to think like that a little bit, because not that the Rangers aren't a playoff team, because they are, but if they come up, not to say that they can't compete with a team like Washington or Pittsburgh, but it's not. I don't see them beating them, though. That's the thing. I just don't see them beating Washington, and I don't see them beating Pittsburgh at this moment.
I mean,
even with Lundqvist.
Honestly, I don't see him going anywhere as long as the Rangers are in a playoff position.
I'm with you.
I
Brian.
get that, but
I definitely. I mean, right now, like
I get
you
what
said,
you're saying, Matty. I really do. But
they are a playoff team right now. Like we said too before, Lundqvist has been playing great hockey.
he has been.
And they're still, like I mentioned in the beginning of the show too, they're still playing without McDonough. So they are missing a piece, a big piece.
Huge
that's gonna,
piece.
their captain.
Yeah.
So once he gets back on the ice fully healthy, I mean, it's only going to boost their offense. It's going to definitely boost their defense. That's going to give more protection towards Lundqvist.
Mm-hmm.
So they're only going to get better when he gets back and healthy. So
That's true.
they can only move forward at this point. But if they start to regress, then I don't think he'll leave until the end of the year. I think he's still on the team by the end of the trade deadline.
If he doesn't re-up with the Rangers, then he'll probably go to a contender.
Yeah.
But once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. You literally have no idea.
True. A goalie can win you a cup, and if Lundqvist just has this unbelievable shades of his old self, just deciding to, you know what, I'm going to stop everything that comes down the pike.
Well, I mean, when the Rangers went to the
They
Stanley
just need
Cup,
to score.
right?
That's
When the Rangers won a Stanley Cup, they were a wild card team, I believe, right?
No, I actually think they were.
Or were they one of the division?
No, they
winners?
were in the division. They were. I think they won the division that year because they were.
What year
Yeah,
was that?
they were.
They
were
played
because
the Kings that year.
they played the Kings, and I know they were. Why? Because the Flyers faced them, and the Flyers were a wild card.
Okay.
And they beat the Flyers, and then went to 7 games, and the Rangers beat them, and then the Rangers went on to the next round. And who'd they beat in the second round? They beat somebody. I forget.
I don't remember the path.
Who was
but
the other Metropolitan team? Because I don't think Pittsburgh made it out of the first
Washington.
round that year. It was Washington. Was it? Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
was.
Washington had a 3-1 lead, and they blew it. That's what I remember it now. And then after that, they beat Montreal in the Eastern Conference
Yes.
Finals.
Yep.
And that was when
Okay,
Danny
yeah,
B, that was his
I remember
final
that
year
year
in the
now, yep.
playoffs. I remember now. It's amazing what happens when you can remember your opponent's road to the Stanley Cup Finals. It's hilarious. But anyway, especially because they beat you to get there. But anyway, so the Blues, moving on a game here. The Blues beat the Ottawa Senators 4-1, who have just had the worst possible season they could possibly have right now. Not getting any better, even though Bobby Ryan scored his 6th goal of the year.
Come on, Jersey boy.
That team, that Ottawa Senators team. I don't know why and I don't know how, but I saw that coming.
I
this
would have
year.
thought the doucher maybe would have boosted them a little bit, but
Not
god damn.
even, Jesus.
They're
Like,
doing wait, what's
oh
their 15
They are
Wow.
15, 19,
19.
and 9. They are just barely better than the Buffalo Sabres. And this is a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year and damn near beat the Penguins.
Losing in
difference a
double
year can
overtime.
make.
I still feel so bad for Craig. Oh my god! Like obviously I'm happy we won, but I wanted to cry for the guy. He's just sitting there like, oh my god, I
He
just
had
fucking
no
lost
clue.
the game.
He had no clue what
Oh
happened
my
either.
god! Me and
It
my friend
didn't
talk
hit him.
about it at work still, and we're like, I feel so bad. Like, and it was just a lot towards what happened with him during the season with his wife having cancer and him having to take leave.
Well, that's the thing. I think a lot of that amped up their play because they wanted to win for him.
Oh,
and his
hell
wife.
yeah. Why
They-
wouldn't you? And that's
that-
why
No,
I felt
absolutely.
bad. I felt even worse because of that.
That was amazing, man. I mean, Ottawa.
The fact that they got as far as they did was
I mean, look who they beat to do it, too. They went into the first round, beat the wild card. I believe it was Boston. No, they beat Boston. Boston was 3rd in the division. They beat Boston. They went to the next round. They beat the New York Rangers. I think that's correct. And then they went on to the next round to face the Pittsburgh Penguins. I mean, all in all, damn, that's a good run right there.
Yeah.
You know, for a team that was just barely making it in at first.
they were mediocre at best, and they got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
And just
Another
lit it
proof
up.
that once you're in, anything can happen. It
Well,
doesn't
they were
matter.
scoring. That was the thing. I
They
mean,
were.
shit, they had
Yeah.
Bobby Ryan, JG Pageau,
Kyle Turris.
Bro, I
Turris.
remember what was it, game 3 when we first played in Ottawa. They just fucking killed us.
And also Broussard actually wound up being a
I
big
think-
part of that as well.
Yeah.
You know?
They had like 4 goals in the first period. Me and my dad were just like, all right, we can turn this off. This one's done.
It's like,
That's,
damn it.
That's what I said last night when I was watching the Anaheim-Pittsburgh game.
and
Oh,
then-
4-1.
Click.
What else is on?
Yep. All right, let's go
Game's
to the
over.
Flash. I'm going to go watch Arrow now.
Well, apparently, Pittsburgh came back, made it 4-3. Thank God for Hampus Lindholm.
Oh God.
Yeah, it just wasn't
So,
enough. But Kessel, man, Kessel's been
Is
on
it funny
fire.
to say though? I actually hope that there would be a Pittsburgh-Anaheim Stanley Cup final, just because it'd be so much fun to watch.
Are you
those
kidding
two.
me? I think me and him might actually fist fight on the air.
Oh, that's why. That's why I want it to happen, because I want to see that shit right here, and we could have the greatest show in the history of A2D Radio.
I
He's
don't-
going to put me through a table.
Literally have a table.
I can tell you, if
right
one of the
here.
games were Thursday night, we're definitely canceling the show.
Oh, yeah.
We are not
Oh,
going
for
to be
damn
here.
Are you
sure.
kidding? We'll have a live reaction show. We will have a TV just
no.
right here planted.
We're not talking. We're watching a game.
Yeah, no, I'll just
You'll
do.
just see our reactions. Fuck the mics. We're not doing
no,
it.
these
Matt's
two,
the only one talking.
I'm
to
the
you
only
for
one talking.
the
Like,
hour and a
I'm
half.
just going through the game. Like, oh my God, Hampus Lindholm just crushed Sidney Crosby right across
said,
the face. Oh man, Ryan Reeves. Oh man,
Why,
Ryan Reeves just took a stick and literally just chopped the hell out of the legs of Corey Perry. Good God Almighty. It's
You
a
can do
slobber
that.
knocker, King.
You
It's a
can-
slobber knocker.
Ryan
You can
Reeves
do that, Brian Reeves.
comes in with the Superman punch.
No, that's Kevin BX.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
I know.
Oh man. So
Out of
meanwhile,
nowhere.
to the Las Vegas Golden Knights, who are just crushing it in their first season here in the NHL. 4-1, absolutely torched the Tampa Bay Lightning. 30-11-3 their record is currently right
They're
now.
they're
What
one
the
win off. They are one win off from being the best team in the goddamn
Yeah,
league.
well, that 2 points just put them within 2 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man. Vegas is 30,
Let's see here.
11-3. Lightning are
Yeah,
31, 11
Tampa Bay winning
So
at
we got
65.
James Neal scoring his 19th, Nate Schmidt getting his 3rd, David Perron getting his 10th, William Karlsson getting his 24th. My
name-
Perron,
James Neal.
Yeah, holy
Well,
shit.
I mean,
I'm also naming a former Duck in Perron. And,
Yeah, it's duck slash
Jesus.
penguin.
duck slash penguin.
Yeah, Neal was
penguin slash
Neal
duck
was a
slash
former
blue
penguin.
slash.
By the way, did I ever tell you when James Neal was a penguin, I wanted to strangle him? I hated his fucking guts.
I loved him. I
he
went
was-
and bought
I-
his Winter Classic jersey.
I hated him
I
because
love
every
James
time.
Neal.
Where's that
he-
now?
Like,
It's still in the closet.
you got to come out of the closet, man. You got to bring that sucker
40
out
goals,
sometimes,
man. I think he had both seasons with us. He scored 40 goals.
Something like
so
that.
Tampa with their offense, only Palat getting a goal, and that's on his 8th of the season on a power play. That's bad for Tampa Bay that they only got 1 goal. Like really, for a team with that kind of offense, that's
Yeah, but
that's
I mean, it
terrible.
happens.
Well, yeah, and it's home too, but against the Knights, I mean, they
I know. The
They're-
Knights
I mean,
are
killing
just-
it.
Whew.
Well, most of the time that they've been killing it is on home ice. They don't
Yeah.
play well on the road.
That's true.
well, no, they've been pretty good at on the
although
road.
the way they played Los Angeles when I was watching them could tell you a different story because they won in overtime against Los Angeles, and the Kings came back and tied it up too.
I think the Ducks are 0-3 against the freaking Knights. God damn.
Oh my God, they're your New Jersey Devils. It's official. The Las Vegas Golden Knights are the New Jersey Devils of the Anaheim Ducks. That is what it is. Don't worry,
I
I,
don't
feel
think we
your
beat
pain.
the Kings yet either. I think we're 0-2 against
Okay,
them.
yeah, but
Got a game
you'll
Saturday
beat the
against them.
Kings at some point. That's
we won't.
that's bound to happen.
Well,
it's the
about
golden
time the goddamn roster's healthy. We're still working on getting that gel going.
All right, and the final game of today, the Arizona Coyotes losing in a shootout to the Nashville Predators. And Scotty Hartnell actually got a goal.
Hey,
Eh.
fuck him.
Hey, fuck him.
So
yes.
there's the
Yes!
guy you hated beyond all shadow of a doubt when
Could
he was a
not
Flyer.
stand him.
Yes.
Oh,
fuck
man.
him.
He looked like a goddamn clown on the ice with his hair flying out, his curly haired.
It doesn't matter.
Fuck.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter because all he used
hated
to,
him. I
all he-
couldn't
all he,
stand
All
him.
he seemed to do was cherry pick and score on your team. That's all.
That's all he
used to
did for
be
the
able to-
Flyers, too, because you couldn't skate worth shit.
Although he had
That's Phil Kessel now with us. Me and my dad love watching
First
Phil
of all,
Kessel.
All right, I'm sorry, Phil Kessel. That's bullshit. He should not be having to skate. Like
He's
he
got
should be better than
31 power play points.
It's
this
still
year.
though. I'm saying like Phil Kessel was like rated as one of the best skaters in the
Oh my
fucking
God.
league. He has no
He
excuse.
just-
like seriously.
Me and my dad crack up watching him because it just always looks like he does not want to be there. He's like, oh, here we fucking go again. I got to skate down the ice. I love him. Absolutely love
Goddamn
him.
this fast Penguins team. I want to go back to Toronto. No, I don't want to go back to
He
Toronto.
just always looks pissed
Can
off.
I go
and
join the
love it.
Flyers? Is it too late? We'll take them. We'll take the 31
Get outta
points.
here.
I don't give a shit. All right, that's the end of that. I'm calling it. That's the end of the show. It's last call time, folks. All right, so that will do it for this edition of the Hockey Happy Hour. From all of us here at a2dradio.com, I'm Matt Sassuti. This is Mikey Klankoff. Brian the Darkwing Daily. We thank you all for joining us, and we hope you join us once again for next Thursday as we once again dive into everything that's going on in the NHL as well as what is going on with the Philadelphia Flyers. All this was brought to you by BMW of Atlantic City, as we are in the BMW Atlantic City studios, and also Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs, located at 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030. Email us sportsoutletnj@comcast.net, or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com.
Oh, I got scared.
Made you look. Anyway, so that'll do it. We'll see you all next week on Hockey Happy Hour on a2dradio.com.